Briefing news from Ireland. Well, one of these dinghy divers, probably judging from his appearances, is from the Middle East. Not specified what part of the Middle East. You know, those countries have no respect for children or women. You probably guess who they are, what ethnic people they come from. Now, this chap, as I said, dinghy diver, has been threatening the Irish kids and women of that area on TikTok. It's all registered, and this is not an isolated episode anyway. Kids and women, young ladies especially, get harassed by these so-called newcomers, which should pay the pensions for our retired elderlies. No. As usual, the cops didn't do nothing, like any Western country. So, the Irish patriots paid him a little visit in his cabin. I know where he was, or where he hides out. And practically lives in a tent, like all of them they do. And they start knocking down the place. And they found a whole series of knives and sharp, lethal weapons, which are intended to harm people. Absolutely incredible. They're probably taken it away. And obviously, they left him a nice little message. They knocked down his bloody abusive camp. All filmed. Obviously, these people, you know, visually they weren't recognised on video. And this, they called him the Dublin invader. What a dickhead. Threatening people. Not disguising your identity. Because they get this type of sensation. No one will do nothing to counter-attack them. If the old Belgian authorities, they probably knew about this, where his whereabouts were. Well, the common people will resolve these type of problems if the powers that be sit on their fucking tods as usual. Just about everything. It's an absolute disgrace, especially in our day and age. People who come from overseas are putting themselves about and even start harassing and threatening people. This is out of order. Well, whether you agree or not, he deserved what he got. They call it karma. It could have been a lot more worse for him if he would have done something nasty to a kid or a lady in that area. Then things could be a little bit more worse for him. Well, the message is cleared. Don't come fucking around in our patch, mate, because you know in the end the boys will come knocking on your door, on your abusive camp, and wreck the whole fucking dump down. Which in my modest opinion, they've done pretty well. There is no so-called criminal offences committed against a person or property, because it's a public property, this so-called woodlands, you say it? Because if you would have gone yourself in the woods, pitching up a tent, and the authorities find it, they would have arrested you, and they would have destroyed everything. You would end up in prison. Whilst this character is freely to threaten people on the web, and the powers that be, they've done nothing at all to stop this chap. Well, so ended. It's not nice people take the law into hands, but sometimes when the situation gets out of hand, You've got to counter, how do you say, combat it. And obviously send these scumbags a message. You think you come here fuck around with people, they'll fuck around with you. Because remember, it's a question of respect. This is their turf, not your turf, mate.